Yes. 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 Hello, everybody. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. I didn't tweet it out. I'm about to. Welcome to a Saturday night. A Saturday night hockey night in Canada watch along. That's what I'm watching. It's not going to be on the screen, but that's what I'm watching, and you're going to watch me watch it. Here it is. The hockey night in Canada matchup everyone wanted. You know, you cozy up to your TV on a Saturday night. Toronto Maple Leafs versus who? Habs? No. Bruins? No. The Sens? No. Why play any of them when you can play the Columbus Blue Jackets? And I'm just being salty because I hate when the Leafs play the Blue Jackets. The Leafs have not, Drew, do I have this stat right? The Leafs have not beaten the Blue Jackets in 2 years. They beat them one. Did they beat them this year? They're 0-2 this year. They beat them once 4-1 in the 23-24 season, which was last year. And they lost 6-5 twice last December alone. They got slapped 6-2 in the Dennis Hildeby game this year. And you said there was a 5-1 in there as well? They've lost 5 of their last 6 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. How could I not be completely and utterly excited? The Blue Jackets are outscoring the Leafs 11-3 this season. But that's okay. Keep cool, my babies. Because we're going to have some fun here on Hockey Night in Canada. Wes Richard, Nicky Bobby's back. 2 goals for the Bobster. Well, let's look at the lines. Robert Malloy sent these to me. The Columbus Blue Jackets themselves tweeted out their lineup. Here's what we got. Ooh, they tweeted out a video. I hate that. No, wait. No, we don't want theirs. We want the Leafs lineup. Sorry. I'll do the Blue Jackets in a moment. Nyes, Matthews, Marner. No surprise there. McMahon, Tavares, Nylander. No surprise there. Lawton, Domi, Yarncroak. No surprise there. Fourth line looks very different because David Kampf is out of the lineup with an injury. Lorentz, Holmberg, Robertson. So either that's just the fourth line that they have cobbled together, or Berube will find Robertson some spot work elsewhere. Maybe he gets on the second power play unit. We'll see. The D pairs are a little different tonight, too. Riley, Carlo, as expected. Ekman, Larson, Tanev. Jake McCabe is out of the lineup with an injury. Simone Benoit and Philip Myers is your third pair. Anthony Stolars is your starter. In net, or sorry, not in net. Columbus. Johnson, Monahan, Marchenko. Marchenko's been ridiculous lately. Jenner, Fantilli, Van Riemsdyk is back in the lineup. Dread. Voronkov, Sillinger, Olivier is your third line. Aston Reese, Leaf legend. Corrali, Danforth is your fourth line. Danforth has actually been a Leaf killer. It's kind of crazy. Zach Werenski, who is honest to goodness going to get Hart votes this year. Forget the Norris. He might get Hart votes. With Fabro. Matejchuk with Provorov, Johnson with Goodbranson, and in net, Elvis has entered the building, Merzlikins. James Stemler, Panthers in free fall, so we better show up tonight. Also hoping Buffalo can pull off an upset tonight. Okay. Here's what's going on with a lot of Leaf fans. Are the Sens going to mess around and pass the Panthers so the Leafs have to play the Panthers anyway? It could happen. I genuinely don't think the Panthers give a, no pun intended, rat's butt about who they play in the playoffs, home ice advantage, none of that. I don't think they care. Ooh, producer Drew, hey Steve, can you tell me the last time Elvis Merzlikins lost to the Leafs? I'm going to say game 4 of the 2020 playoffs. March 7th, 2022. 4 straight wins against it. So Merzlikins isn't even usually the Blue Jackets goalie. He has an under 900 save percentage in 3 of those 4 wins. That's one of the most impressive things about the Blue Jackets this year is they're probably not going to make the playoffs. If they win tonight, maybe, but they're probably not going to make it. The fact they've even been in the race this long with the goaltending they've gotten is unbelievable. Do you have their goalie save percentage in front of you, Drew? Yeah, for this season. Okay, just one. Yeah, 1 sec. It's Merzlikins and Tarasov. I'm not sure if Jet Greaves has played at all. Merzlikins is an 891. Tarasov is an 883, which is up from what it was. And Jet Greaves is 905. So their best performing goalie this season is in the minors, I guess. Man, they're scoring a ton. They're scoring a lot of goals. Mob Maniac. Love you, Steve, but let's go Jackets. What? How dare you? Logan Jetski and Marcel, welcome to STP VIP. What's STP VIP? Glad you asked. Let me tell you. We do 3 episodes of the Steve Dangle podcast every week, usually Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless something weird crops up. But we have a 4th episode every week. Goes up Friday morning. And they're booing the anthem. I don't know why they insist on they show it. I don't know why they insist on it. Anyway, they have a 4th episode every week. It's usually about pop culture or the news or something else. Nothing that's too much of a bummer. Don't worry about it. This this week's episode was about was this week's episode about me at the airport? Oh, we have a clip in the intermission for everybody. A little bit of Chapel Roan stuff and things. So if you become an STP VIP, obviously you get that episode. That episode is also ad free. If you bump up your VIP package to STP VIP ad free, that means you get all 4 episodes of the STP every week ad free. You can do that on YouTube. Obviously, right here, if you go into the chat box, bottom right corner, click on the little dollar sign. You can do a super chat. You can sign up for your own VIP membership, or you can gift them to people to be a bro or just a pal. What was I going to say? I don't even remember. I was distracted by the anthem. Listen, become an STP VIP. Oh, that's what I was going to say, because I don't usually say this part. You can also become an STP VIP on Spotify. Oh, well, yeah, this sounds cool, but I usually don't watch on here. That's okay. You can do it on Spotify, or you can do it on Apple Music. There ye go. Oh, Drew asking, does Alex Ovechkin have more goals against Columbus or Toronto in his career? Has Columbus always been in Washington's division? I'm going to say Toronto. 45 goals against Toronto. Columbus. Only 26 against Columbus? I'm shocked. Wow. Good stat. Great pull. What? Oh my god. Okay, cool. Incoherent Cap fan noises. That's from Windwalker. I agree. You got to be floating. Salty Dog. Member since the beginning. Keep up the great work. Mwah, mwah. Uh, Ramon Banos. Steve, does Yanni Hakanpää make it into the lineup for the playoffs? Also, I love you. Ti amo. Ramon. My conspiracy theory that I will not let go of is Yanni Hakanpää is going to play for the Leafs in the playoffs. I don't know if he's going to play game 1. He's going to play. He's going to play. We can go through his stats at some point too. Like there's a really valid reason why the Leafs wanted him this offseason. The only problem is you need functioning, knees. Who comes out for him? Assuming Jake McCabe is healthy, people aren't going to like this answer, but Benny. Benny. But we'll see. Puck is about to be dropped. Puck is dropped. Blue Jackets win the opening faceoff. They dump it in. OEL out there to start with Tanev, his D partner for the evening. The Leafs have a decently light schedule to end the regular season, so hopefully these two injuries, particularly the Jake McCabe one, won't have too big of an effect. But I guess we'll find out, at least in part, tonight. I'm watching on. Oh, here come the Blue Jackets around the net in front. Marchenko stopped by Stolers. Drew, I'm watching on Sportsnet. Do you want me to not? Oh, okay. Got it. Salazar 26. Love watching your LFR. Go Leafs go. Thank you. You are lovely. And I appreciate you. Face off in the Leaf zone. Hurled out to center ice. Tavares throws it across ice. Carlo chips it in. Ooh, little too hard. That's okay. That's okay. Blue Jackets mess up their breakout a little bit, but recover. Carlo around the net for Riley. Riley's got to settle it down, absorbs a hit. Here come the Blue Jackets. They just stay on side. Are they going to get a shot off? They don't. Nylander. Is this an odd man rush for the Leafs? Almost. Nylander has JT with him. Nylander cuts. He's going to wait for reinforcements instead. Willie to Benoit. Shot. Oh, man, if it was anyone else. Stopped. Here's Lawton. Benoit. Myers. He likes to shoot it. Oh, puck almost bounces to Lawton. Provorov in his own end. Not a bad little start in terms of pace here. Cassie! I am having a great week, Steve. Sarcasm. What's up? Yeah, Cassie was telling me. Things are not going Cassie's way, so if we can get some Cassie clans in the chat. LFR in French next season versus the Habs. I am learning French on Duolingo. It just doesn't mean I'm fluent. I'm like pretty impressed with how much I've learned. I've probably learned more from Duolingo than school. Here comes Nick Robertson. Through the middle of the ice to Lorentz. Robertson, that's probably a high stick. Columbus gets to it first, so it doesn't matter. Robertson around the net. Lorentz chasing. A pinch there from Tanev. Laurent. Oh! Almost an opportunity for Robertson in front. OEL. Slick pass to Robertson on. That one goes wide. Tanev. Down low to Lorentz. Lorentz tries to get it to OEL at the point. Doesn't work. This will probably be a line change for the Leafs as they go and get it in their own end. Hollis! Welcome to STP VIP ad free. Riley up the ice. Nyes tips it in so it won't be icing. Merzlikins out of the net to play it. Slick play. If you're a goaltender, get fancy with it. Carlo, good battle. Riley, good battle. Blue Jackets forechecking this pair hard tonight. Oh, Marner. Almost had a breakaway there on Zach Werenski. You can tell them it's fine. Steve, add me on Duo. Do you have Duo? Moi aussi. This is a partial break for nice shot. Stopped by the blocker of Merzlikins. Wow, that happened in a flash. Tavares, 1-on-3. He doesn't come out with it, believe it or not. Here comes Marchenko. Really, really good player for Columbus. Monahan, speaking of really good players, he's been huge to get back. Gloved by Stolar. 16:05 to go in the first period. Drew is asking me, are the St. Louis Blues ever going to lose again? No. Whoever gets the Blues in the first round, that sucks, bro. My hot take is if the Jets get the Blues. Oh! Nylander falls down and almost gave Marchenko a break. If the Blues get the Jets, I think they beat them. That might be disrespectful of the Jets. That's an icing against the Leafs. But the Jets they've had more success than the Leafs in the playoffs in recent memory, obviously. But if there's a Leafs of the West, they have to be the closest thing, right? Like just getting murdered by the Avalanche last year. Blue Jackets working behind the Leafs net. Point. Matejchuk drops it. Fantilli cuts. Stopped by Stolers. Fantilli again. Blue Jackets, this is a good little possession here. Moving it around well. Stopped by the glove of Stolars. It bounces high in the air. Blue Jackets keep it. This is the best chance either team has had so far. Leafs able to clear it. And they get out of trouble. Blue Jackets handling it in their own zone. Imo Jalapeno gifted 5 SDPN memberships. Gracias. Will we get wows for the playoffs? Spitz killed the Sioux. Yes. We're going to do 1 wow per round. That was a decision we made that I haven't told you, but I'm telling you now. And I believe the same plan for Big Dubs, right? Drew? Yeah. Good. I'm hip. I know what's going on. Here come the Blue Jackets. Good Branson. Slick drop pass. That's blocked by a stick. Leafs blew the zone. Could have had something there, but don't. Lawton can't clear the zone. Jack Johnson, who's still in the league, he coughs it up. Leafs get out of their own zone. Getting outshot 6-2 by Columbus now, 6 minutes in. Might want to clean that up a bit. James Stemler. I guess the empty net goal debate for the record was settled by Ovi himself as he explicitly told Carberry he doesn't want to break the record on an empty net goal. You know what? Good for him. It's crazy that he gets the choice. Holmberg working out of his own end. Robertson. Holmberg in the offensive zone. Yeah, year 21, he definitely gets the choice. You're right, Drew. Robertson, that hits the side of the net. Francois Labelle, go Leafs go from a Habs fan. That's hilarious. Oh, turnover by the Leafs. Ooh. Okay, Werenski into the glove of Stolars. I'm fairly certain that was offside, but doesn't matter. We go to commercial break. Folks, I'm Steve Dangle. This is the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. The Blue Jackets, so I was saying they score a lot. What's crazy is their leading goal scorer, Kirill Marchenko, has 31 goals. That's it. I mean, that's it. It's very, very good, but to lead a very offensive team, you'd think it'd be more. Fantilli has 24. Ken Johnson is 22. Voronkov has 20. Werenski has 20. Not a lot of teams have a defenseman chipping in 20 goals from the blue line. Shut up, Drew. I know. Olivier, 17. Monahan, 17, despite only playing 46 games. Van Riemsdyk, 14, despite only playing 63 games. Those are all the double-digit scores for the Blue Jackets. They're doing it by committee, and they're doing quite well. Out-of-town scoreboard, Flyers up 1-0 on Montreal. Zut alors. If Montreal wins tonight, they have a 78% chance of making the playoffs, according to Sportsnet, because the Rangers lost. Not only did the Rangers lose, they got friggin' slapped 4-0, I think, to the Devils. Oh dear. Oh dear. Emo Jalapeno, where's your tan? Okay, so it was hot in California for 2 days. and then the rest of the trip, it was just, I don't know, cloudy. It's NorCal, right? Like, no, I didn't hit the beach, Drew. I got off the plane, sweat a lot riding the bike. Got one more day of that, and that was it. NorCal is not LA. It's not San Diego. It's very temperate. It doesn't get scorchingly hot. It doesn't get freezing cold. Oh boy, risky pass through the Leafs defensive zone, but it ends up working. Here's Matthews gaining speed, pestered by 2 Blue Jackets. Holds on to it though. Little give and go with Nyes, but it's picked off. And here come the Blue Jackets with numbers. Werenski leading the rush. Blue Jackets attack with 4. That one is blocked. Here comes Nyes. Give and go with Tanev. Nyes, cross ice to no one. Matthews has it. Shot! High. And that goes out of play. Cassie, Crosby with a 4-point night tonight and a 12-game point streak. He might hit 90 points this season again. Bro is aging like, I need to move this, like a fine wine. Also only 41 points from passing Mario. That's crazy. What's more impressive, Crosby's season or Ovechkin's? Isn't it crazy it's 2025, we're still having that conversation? I'm gonna. Ovechkin. He broke his leg, man. Like, it's got to be Ovechkin. Although Crosby did win the 4-nation faceoff. 90 points at 38 years old is insane, but Ovechkin's 39 with over 40 goals. And he broke his leg. Tavares with a really good chance, stopped by Merzlikins, and that goes out of play. 12:19 to go in the first period. John Kristen. Kayak plans this summer? Yeah, I'm going to get in it and paddle. No, I got this little dolly thing where I put my kayak on it and I just roll it down the street. I let my son sit in it. It's not even heavy. We just go down to the water and have a great old time. Face off in the Blue Jacket zone. Nylander gets it to Carlos. Shot. That's blocked. We got to be careful because there's Canadian geese are one thing, but there's swans. A lot of swans in the bodies of water near us. Oh! And that's a stop from Stolars. Cole Sillinger had a great chance. Does Cole Sillinger wear 4 as a forward? That bothers me. Did he change his number? Provorov up the ice. It's behind the Leafs net. Whoa! Collected by Yarncroak. Leafs third line out there. Benoit hands it off to Domi. Benoit trying to drive the net. Wow, he almost scored from his chest in the blue paint. Benoit's so fun to watch. Derogatory and compliment. Good Branson. Tries to throw it in front. Leafs doing a decent job of clearing the front, although getting outshot 8-3, so it's great on a curve here. Once again, Blue Jackets crowding the front. Leafs don't let them do anything. Blue Jackets perimeter. Stolarz has 3 high danger saves apparently. Lawton! That one goes just wide. Merzlikins might have got a piece of it. 10:35 to go in the first period. Tanev collects it behind the Leafs net. Did you get rid of the spider yet? Thank you for reminding me about the spider. I don't know where it is, and now I'm scared. Danforth behind the Leafs net. To the point. Blue Jackets walking the point. Shot through traffic. I think Stoller's got a save there. Doesn't go in the net. That's all I care about. Cassie. Fun fact, the bone. Oh! Lawrence almost had a giveaway there. Robertson! He did it! Nick Robertson! After a healthy scratch. This dude is hilarious. Nick Robertson. Lawrence creates a turnover off Werenski. Gets it to Holmberg, who gets it to Robertson, who just rips the thing. That is so genuinely funny. Nick Robertson, after a healthy scratch, cannot be stopped. 13th goal of the season. Wes Richard gifting 5 SDPN memberships. Gary Hall gifting 5 SDPN memberships. James Stemler gifting 20 SDPN memberships. Thank you. That rules for the narrative. A lot of Leaf fans are surprised by that goal, unless you watch my stuff, you listen to the podcast, you're a part of these streams. If you're surprised, you're not paying attention. Nick Robertson, after a healthy scratch, is Pavel Bure. I'm telling you. You want the secret to getting out of the first round? Play Robertson every second game. What did the Leafs do last year? They played him in the first 6 games and scratched him for 7. Wrong. You scratch him in game 5, I guarantee you win 7. Blue Jackets out of play. Oh my God. Cassie, the bone Ovi broke isn't a weight-bearing bone, his fibula. Not taking anything away from him, just thought you might find that interesting. I do find that interesting, but also it's crazy to say he broke a bone. He could have broke his nose. I'd still be like, that's impressive. Aqua Gamer, Sean Shanley. Can you poll the chat? Does the spider photobomb the stream? Will the spider from my last LFR video make an appearance in the stream? Tell you what, we can make that a poll in the chat if whoever's running the chat tonight feels like it. Who is it tonight? Is it Justin or Robert? Drew is checking, and I'm like, text me, yo. Whichever one of you it is, text me, yo. I think it's Justin. It smells like Justin. Hey, Drew, do you have any insight on this? Tom Stewart on his Instagram says, catch the kid on Hockey Night in Canada tonight. Is he going to be on Hockey Night? Oh, maybe one of his things from Media Day? That's sick, dude. Good for him. Greg Franklin. What's more likely? Ovi retires today or the Leafs win the cup? The Leafs win the cup. Ovi's not retiring today. So I think that's literally, yeah. There you go. Oh, it's both Justin and Rob. Hot damn. We are back. Dangle into the Spider-Verse. Hell yeah. I'll take that Marvel money. Cole Sillinger with his number that bothers me. Turns it over. Carlo. Out of the reach of Bobby McMahon, which is hard to do. He's very fast. Leafs hold the zone, though. Nylander. Good strength. Tavares. Back to the point. Riley. On! Looking for the deflection there. Doesn't quite get it. Nylander. Retrieves it. Maybe fortunate to get away with the hook. Oh! Cut to the front. Stopped by Merzlikins. McMahon, good job there. McMahon gets it back again. Riley. Carlo. Traffic in front. Wide. McMahon. Loses it. Blue Jackets will get out of their zone. Is this going to be icing, though? Yes, it is. 7:59 to go in the first. Budnick. Go Leafs, go. Ottawa helped us out big time. I mean, Ottawa helped the Leafs play Ottawa. You know? Yeah, yeah, Drew's right. Tampa is the team you have to worry about. OEL, Lawton. Oh, Domi swatted at it, but it would have been a high stick. Leafs again hold the line. That was Lawton. Leafs doing a better and better job as this period goes. Domi avoiding the hand pass. Oh, good pass by the Blue Jackets. Here comes Boone Jenner with the stop up. Him and Domi go at it. Two former teammates, if I'm not mistaken. And we got a penalty. Who took the penalty? Scott Lawton took the penalty? I didn't see it. Adam P, 13 months. Oh, baby. Love that. Thank you to whoever gave me a membership. Go Bolts. I love that, except for the last part. 20 piece for Mr. Scratch. Oh, it's just cross check from Lawton. Shane Jackson gifted 10 SDPN memberships. Gracias. Berube, supposedly, if you read his lips, said stupid effing penalty. Not great. Marner takes it out of the Leaf zone right away. That's a good way to start a penalty kill. Merzlikins plays the puck. Marner almost took it off Werenski. This is a really good start to the penalty kill here for Marner in the Leafs penalty kill. Whoa! Mike Schmidt dropping a 50 piece on her head top. 50 SDPN memberships. If someone gifts you a membership, you thank them. Thank you to Mike Schmidt. Holy Schmidt. I'm sure you've never heard that. Kent Johnson down low. Oh! Great opportunity for the Blue Jackets is blocked by Chris Tanev. Still a minute 20 to go in the Blue Jackets power play. Panthers lost today. They suck from Robert Bett. Yeah, that checks out. Blue Jackets turned away at the blue line. What was the stat they just showed? Sorry, we got an influx of super chats. Tanev's block just now just broke the Leafs franchise record for blocks in a season at 177. Wow. What I would like to know is what year they started counting blocks, because I think it was within the last 25 years. Johnson to the point. Werenski on through traffic. Stopped by Stolers. Oh! Point blank chance is denied by Nyes. Oh, Nyes wanted a call there. Decent argument for one. Werenski. That one goes wide. Lorenz fell to his knee, but he clears it anyway. 17 seconds to go in this Blue Jackets power play. Steve, I'm an avid gamer. Have Red Dead Redemption 2 downloaded, but haven't played it yet. This super chat is my penance. I'm so jealous of you that you get to play it for the first time. Truly unreal. Benoit right onto the stick of Merzlikins. Leafs get a little change in. but not a full one. Here come the Blue Jackets shot. That one's high and wide. I'm in such super chat debt. I got to catch up. Matejchuk stripped by Tavares. Riley. He's picked off. Blue Jackets up the ice. Myers turns Sillinger away. Leafs playing better and better as the period goes, except for the penalty. Offside against the Leafs. Is this going to be a TV timeout? It looks like it's going to be. Steve, what's your take on the Scottish Leafs lady? That is my mother-in-law, and I love her. It's not really my mother-in-law. Francois Labelle. So you're saying the Leafs should scratch Nick Robertson every other day you get a 40 goal score? I am saying that. If Nick Robertson played 41 goals, if Nick Robertson played 41 games this season, he would have more goals than if he played 82. I mean that. Josh Storch. Thank you to whoever gave me a membership. I already read that one. Chat, I binged Solo Leveling, and that shit's cracked. I have no idea what that means, Cassie. Oh, Drew is very enthusiastic in my ears, and he said, F yeah, that show's amazing. Oh, it's an anime. Got it. James David Atkinson. Genuinely, can we play Robertson 41 games? See? I'm not the only one. That's hilarious. Then there's Mike Schmidt's 50 piece, you unreal gentleman. Thoughts on the Canucks getting blanked 5-0 last game, then coming out today and scoring 5 goals in 4.5 minutes. LOL, that team is a roller coaster. So, like, as soon as I complimented the Ducks on having a better season this year, they started to suck. The Ducks are in get me out of here mode. Sedin Magic, best decision I've ever made. Love you guys for becoming an SDP VIP. I love you. Blue White Flame. Steve, at this point, what do you want to see the Leafs? Who do you want to see the Leafs face in the first round? It genuinely doesn't matter to me, and I know that's not a very exciting answer. They're all good. They're all really good teams, man. Panthers, Lightning. The Sens have owned them in the regular season in recent memory. The Habs beat them in a playoff series in 2021. Like, you got to win. You got to win. What I don't want to see from Leaf fans is, oh no, we got to play, followed by a list of every team. Like, get out of here. You got to play good teams in the playoffs, man. Drew, who are Colorado's likely first round opponents? Isn't it like Dallas? Dallas or Winnipeg? Are you like, what did you do to deserve that? The Avs are so cracked, so good, and they're going to have to play those two monsters? That's stupid. They have the same amount of points as the Leafs. That's hilarious. And the Leafs are winning their division. Blue Jackets hold the line. Goodbranson on. Blocked. Shot. Doesn't get through. Leafs doing a great job with traffic in front of their own net. I guess the most concerning part is that they need the traffic. McMahon sidesteps his McMahon. Just me. Hello. Thank you. Who had the shot block record before Tanev? They started tracking in 2005. Mark-Edouard Vlasic. Oh, for the Leafs. I'm an idiot. It's got to be a defenseman. Is it a defenseman? I'm never going to get it. And he would have been a defenseman for a long time. Marner walking the blue line. Roman Polak. Incorrect. Put it on the screen for everyone to see. Carl Gunnarsson. You know what? I should have got that. No. Actually, I didn't know Gunnarsson was a Leaf long enough to have that record. Oh, it's single season. I'm stupid. I should have picked someone from like those truly awful Leaf teams. Here come the Leafs. Domi up the right wing. Leaves it for Riley. Shot. That one goes wide. Lawton. Can't throw it in front. Battle of Ontario hype from Aqua Gamer. Absolutely. Stolers covers it up at 2:39 to go in the first. Money on either Brian McCabe or Thomas Caberlet. I thought about it. Steve, at this point, do you want to... Oh, wait. I think I already read that one. Sorry, I'm still catching up. Who's the super chat debt collector? Me! Steve, turning the table. Steve, we're a music channel, but if you're ever in Vancouver, would love to have you on our podcast to talk hockey and music. Ooh. You should interview me and my dad at the same time. He'll be able to carry the music part. Leafs fourth line out there for the defensive zone draw, but they come up at the face-off scrum. That'll do. Lorentz digging. Myers digging. Olivier digging. Voronkov digging. Leafs come out with it. Benoit. Holmberg is... what are you doing there, Pontus? Okay. Finds room. Out of the zone. Benoit. Blue Jackets take it and they carry it around their own net. Way up the ice as the Leafs change. McMahon chasing his McMahon. By the way, we have 330 likes and 1,200 people in here. That's poo. Let's get over 500. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. But click like. It helps us. And it's free. Aiden White, welcome to STP VIP ad free. Just over 90 seconds ago, Danforth taken. Oh, Corrali nailed his man. Good battle behind the Leafs net. Holy cow. McMahon comes out with it. Cross ice for Nylander. Nylander wants to send it back. He does. Oh, it doesn't quite get through. Riley back in his own end. 1:15 to go in the first. Nylander with it in the neutral zone. He goes offside. He had Matthews with him. 1:09 to go in the first period. Funny enough, we're a father and son music podcast. That's hilarious. Was bullied into watching anime and now I can't stop. I'm in too deep. I just accepted it, honestly. That's fair. Holy crap, James. Wow. Thank you. I'll read that at first intermission. Oh my God. Thank you. Wow. Let me recover from that. 69 seconds to go in the first. Nice. Oh my God. Marner holds the line. Marner waiting for friends. Marner finds them. Nice. Spins, fires. That goes wide. Nice. Oh, nice. Went for the Michigan, and he was stopped by Merzlikins. He went for the Michigan, and he was stopped by Merzlikins. He pulled that off clean, too. That was clean. Here come the Blue Jackets. Marner breaks it up. Blue Jackets get it right back. 30 seconds to go in the first. On. Stoller stops it. 26.9 seconds to go in the first. Let's friggin' see that again. That was clean as hell. So the puck was rolling on him. That's how he was able to do it so fast. Oh, it was right there. That's a good stop from Merzlikins. Wow. Like, that's just a practical use of the Michigan. That's not even hot dogging it. That's easily the closest any Leaf has ever come to scoring the Michigan. There have been a few attempts. I want to say Kampf tried it. And I want to say, like, did Tyler Ennis try it? Matthews has, like, sort of tried it a couple times. Wow. Jenner trying to center it. It's not working. And that's the end of the first period. Shots on goal, 14-8 for the Blue Jackets. But Nick Robertson, LMAO, has the only goal of the period. Leafs lead 1-0 in Toronto. I'm Steve Dangle. This is the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. The Blues are as good as done. Blues, my death was greatly exaggerated. Yes, I was wrong. James Stemler, let me read this. I got a much better tax refund than I was expecting. Lucky you. So here's a little token of my appreciation for all the hard work all of you guys do at SDPN. You and the whole team are a very special group to all of us. Keep up the amazing work. You help keep the love of the sport alive and well. James, genuinely thank you. What a beauty. And congrats on the tax return. That's awesome. I wish I could good for you. Good for you. No, seriously, that's oh my god, man. Thank you. Genuinely thank you. What do you even say when someone does that? Mike Schmidt, Red Dead Redemption 3 comes out. What feature would you want? The most important thing about Red Dead Redemption, Drew says get rid of the horses. You're a dumbass. How dare you? I spoke to someone else at Sportsnet, and they were like, yeah, the game's too slow. I hate the horses. That's what Grand Theft Auto is for. Get rid of the horses. I played the end of chapter 6 last night. So don't talk to me about horses right now. No, Drew, you don't shoot your horse. Listen, what horse do you take into that mission? For anyone who plays Red Dead Redemption in the chat, there is a correct answer, by the way. Buell. We all love you, Steve. I don't need praise. I just wanted to contribute a little extra since I was able. Well, gosh darn, buddy, you're a gem. What feature would you want? The story and the immersion has to be the most important part. This is going to sound silly. I want certain weapons to be more destructive to the surroundings. Like, it's weird when you throw a Molotov cocktail at a wooden shed and the fire spreads on the building, so that's cool, but then the building's just fine. And you go back after a couple days and it's fine. Or like you throw a stick of dynamite at a tree and the tree doesn't fall down. Now, some people are going to abuse that, obviously, and they're idiots, but I'm not gonna, so I want that feature. You know what I mean? Robert Bett, what do you think of kombucha tea now? Is this a John Tavares reference? I don't even know if I've had... No, you know what? I have. It's fine. I don't know. It tastes like most things that are good for you. Not as good as things that are bad for you. James David Atkinson. Also, I'm finally back from my trip, so no stream tip from the arena tonight. Saw 2 wins. Then Heathrow caught fire. Heathrow what? And your travel drama is now worse. Heathrow what? Heathrow pardon? All right. Drew, I understand we have first period or first intermission entertainment. Is this the airport thing? You know what? Let's make it the airport thing. Oh my God. Will invisible planes ever be popular? Nah, I can't see them taking off. Oh, Cassie, stop. Drew, let's go to intermission entertainment. Here's
hey, there's lots to talk about today, including emails about Steve's airport experience, which is, to sum it up, Steve, what would you say?
Negative.
No, what I mean is, like, what's your issue? And a lot of people have the same issue.
So it's a common mistake. When you go to the airport, unfortunately, a lot of people who work at the airport are under the impression that I work there and I friggin' don't. So how about you don't talk to me like I'm a piece of shit on your shoe, Karen. Or Kyle. That's all.
Okay. Now, Jesse,
We have two stories.
let's go.
One comes from Will, who's a pilot. Will says, I'm a pilot with a Canadian airline that operates
Just a pilot? Sorry.
that operates out of Pearson. I can provide proof, but he doesn't need to do that. We believe you.
No.
One story-
ID. Badge. Now.
While most employees there are wonderful, some miss the mark like a Cody CC slapshot.
Damn.
Customer service at the airport requires a very different skill set than most other customer service positions. People that are often stressed and navigating a strict set of rules in an unfamiliar setting. It's our job to remember that and make the process easier for people. One story I'll share is one day I was early to my gate and was just waiting for the rest of my crew to arrive. We were sharing a gate with a non-Canadian airline, so it was just their gate agents and myself. An older lady approached the agents in obvious distress, speaking a mix of broken English and Italian. Might have been Steve.
That was me.
Yes. Dressed in his Nona's outfit.
I was.
Wondering where her gate was. The gate agents took one look at her boarding pass and told her this isn't a pass for this airline, and literally turned their back and refused to speak with her. I offered to look at her boarding pass and immediately noticed the cause of her confusion. She was early to her flight, that the previous flight hadn't left her gate yet, and that's why the screen still said Boston instead of New York, where she was going. I don't think she understood my explanation, but a smile and confirmation of her gate number was enough to ease her mind and get her to where she needed to go. I'm always happy to help a passenger who asks me anything, even if it's not my job as a pilot, but the Evan Bouchard backcheck level of care from the gate agents and the delegation of their job to me struck a nerve with me that day. TLDR, Steve was 100% correct in his rant. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal.
Right.
If you're a customer service agent, serve the customer. That being said, sit down or stand away from the gate until your zone is called. That does drive us all crazy.
Yes.
That's from Will.
Why do people go to a gate and just stand up?
Yeah, when it's not their zone.
Oh. Yeah, I used to come home from the zoo every day. This is customer service experience, and I would complain about customers. You don't do it at them. You don't do it in their face. Who raised you? Who hired you? What? That is not where I thought that was going. As soon as I hear, he's a pilot, I'm like, okay.
You're
No,
about
I'm
to
about to
pilot
get
agrees.
carved.
We have another email from Austin, who also agrees with you, and they have a story as well.
Let's
always send in your stories. Your stories are awesome. Austin writes, I went on my first plane ride about 13 years ago when I was 14 years old. I was going through security. I had an open bottle of water and a pencil. Remember, I am 14 years old with my family going on a trip. We flew from Pittsburgh to Orlando because it was cheaper to drive to Pittsburgh and fly than fly from Pearson. Oh, interesting. I assume that's probably the case for a lot of flights because flights from Canada are expensive.
My wife, I can't remember where she was going, but she drove to Buffalo and flew out of Buffalo because it was cheaper.
Yeah, it's a great hack.
Yeah.
Anyway, Austin writes, the TSA person says, what do you think those are? In a snarky, I'm better than you tone. I said, Steve's getting not
That's
bothered.
exactly what happened to me.
I said, well, that's a bottle of water and typically you drink those when you're thirsty, and that right here is a pencil. You use those to write words. Apparently, they can't take sarcasm back, and I was nearly not allowed to fly because they have giant sticks shoved up their far.
You're a piece of shit.
I won't continue what Austin wrote, but he says, who's to say? Steve, you are right. Airport workers assume we should just know everything and can't communicate at all times with general respect.
So when you are disrespectful at your job, when you're a across the board hunk of shit at your employment where you're paid, that's okay. I give it back to you a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm a fucking international flight risk.
Yeah, you can't get on the
You
plane.
suck ass. Go get another job.
What gets me about this is that that's a 14-year-old. All 14-year-olds are pricks. Like every living 14-year-old boy is an asshole. You shouldn't be like punishing this kid for being sarcastic back at you when you started it. That's what you should expect out of a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah, recovering 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
I regret to inform you, when I was 14, I was a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah, and you were snarky ass.
And I'm still sorry about it.
So I think everybody's on your side about the workers there at the airports.
Just listen, I get it. It's stressful. You got to deal with idiots all day. And who's that helping? Who's that helping? You're going to go to the break room
the country
and be like, yeah, I was a dickhead to a high school student. Oh, yeah, good for you.
No, you're helping them protect the country.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Fuck you.
I have to say, making that a reason that a 14-year-old can't fly is just embarrassing.
Because he went meh. Because you went meh. Fuck you. Oh, God. I was ready to get a tsunami of backlash for that. And I was like, I don't even care. And everyone, this is how much you suck. I was like, get another job. Like I was just complete, John and Kate +8 haircut about this. And no one defended you. No one defended you. People who work at the airport. So knock it off. Step your shit up. By the way, people who work at airport restaurants, godlike service.
They're very nice.
Godlike service. It's like all the service that everyone you need to get in the airport, all of their customer service skills went to the people who work in the restaurants.
Oh.
The weirdest thing. The weirdest thing.
Yeah. It might be different if they were working for tips. You know what I mean? Like that's, I don't know. I mean, that's also a thorny issue, but I would say that there is, it's odd. There is a bit of a power culture built in, because if you do backtalk, you are going to be booted off of your flight. Now, in certain cases, people will backtalk and deserve it. Oh. I've seen some crazy shit go down at airports. I saw a police officer, because a guy was back talking to like an agent who was at the gate, and it was so bad they had to arrest the guy. And they had to.
So not back talking then.
Yeah, no, he's like literally threatening.
Oh well, that's not back talk. That's a crime.
Yeah, and so what was hilarious is they get the guy cuffed, and then the guy's like, "I'm gonna make a break for it."
Oh, you saw this?
Yes, and it was
at
5:30 in the morning. And the next cop, because they come in pairs, stuck their foot out, and it was like the most Looney Tunes shit I've ever seen. And this guy ate so much airport carpet, like it was nostril first, then front teeth, then bottom teeth, like bang. And they were like, "You're under arrest for uttering threats and causing." And there's a billion charges they can put on top of that for causing shit in an airport, right? So they do get abused. There's no question.
1,000,000%.
But there are many levels of back talk, I suppose, and the key is identifying which one you're in, right?
Yeah.
But yes, the crazy shit goes down in air. I don't know what it is. I think it's the stress of going through the whole rigmarole too. I was thinking about that after our episode on it, and I was like, man, everybody at the airport is like super stressed, because there is a lot of. I mean, let's be honest, there's certain things that I'm like, yeah, this is performative. This isn't helping anyone. This isn't saving the world. At this point, we should have scanners that are able to check behind my belt without me having to take it off, check my shoes without me having to take those off, check if my laptop's in my bag and whether or not that's bad without me having to take it out. I think we have that technology.
I don't know.
But there is a performance aspect to it of let's be a pain in the ass, and that stresses people out. And it's like you're going line to line to line to line, and I think it puts people on edge.
And the speed, like you
like
gotta
slow or fast.
Take all your shit off right now. Get butt naked, whip out your dick, and now get in line and take all your shit out of your bag.
I don't see enough dicks.
Yeah.
Well, Adam,
yeah.
When it's a really stressful situation, it helps when the employees make it more stressful.
Yes, I agree.
The idea that the airport's stressful is like, yeah, it's a little stressful. The employees should make it a comforting space because they know that people are going there stressed, and they do the complete opposite.
Shoes off, belts off, whip out your dick. Laptops out.
Only cold hands. Only cold hands.
Only, just
Okay, so
just- Hi. What do you want? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so I get a little fired up at airports sometimes when people are rude. Oh, I ended the clip with shoes off, belts off, whip out your dick. Now every time you go to the airport, you will hear my voice instructing you to whip out your dick. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. I promise we're legitimate. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Emo Jalapeno. Shout out to Abby Rock, who made the first Michigan goal in PWHL history a couple weeks ago. That was friggin' crazy. Rock on. Yeah, Matthew Nyes nearly scoring a Michigan goal for the Leafs in Toronto, which would have been sick. Wasn't hot dogging it at all. The puck was rolling on him, and he made the decision in full stride to whip that thing up. And honestly, full marks to Elvis Merzlikins for making the save. And there was a defenseman swinging at Nyes too. But I if Merzlikins wasn't there, that's going in. Crazy. Leafs still up 1-0 because of Nick Robertson. Always rising to the occasion after getting the healthy scratch. Genuinely funny. Which episode is that clip from? Drew, I'm not sure that's from a VIP. I think it's from. I want to say it's from Now Plus, or was it from the Monday episode? Yeah, we'll figure it out. Steve is forever valid for airport takes. Hell yeah, I'm valid. Did you hear that, Mom and Dad? I'm friggin' valid. Shoes off, belts off, whip out your bean. Richard, I just want to say, as someone who used to work at Heathrow, it does seem like it's just most security staff that are a word that is more accepted in Britain than it is in North America. Love the rant, made me laugh. Thank you, Richard. It was from VIP. Oh, okay. So my original airport rant, I think, was on a regular episode, but then we answered airport emails for the first chunk of the VIP episode. My bad. My badness. Leafs lead the Blue Jackets 1-0. The beginning of the second period, puck is dropped, and there's like no one in their seat. It's crazy. Blue Jackets throw it in. Oh, I thought something was weird. I had the game muted. No, I didn't hear it. Stolarz covers it up. Just 14 seconds. Leafs 7-1-1 record in the last 9 games, 23 goals. You would never know it. The Leafs have very rarely this season dominated their opponent. Like, shot them to oblivion or won by like 4 goals. They've just sort of steadily put together a really good record all season. Marner could keep there, the half wall, but the Blue Jackets break out anyway. Monahan, who's been unreal. Pass just off target, down low. Monahan behind the net. Johnson stripped clean by Carlo. Blah, blah, blah. Blue Jackets lose the zone. Matthew Nyes, this is going to be a partial break. He makes the move. Stopped by Merzlikins. Nyes wants one tonight. How's my mic sound? Still, having a Nexus pass has made the airport security basically a non-issue for me. I love it since the magic. Okay, Check. We're good. Guess what I did to fix it? Nothing. We could order a mic. Oh, we'll figure it out. Can you imagine the Leafs win the? That would not be good. Having a Nexus pass has made airport security basically a non-issue. I love it, says Sedin Magic. Nylander. Backhand sauce to McMahon. Good gravy. McMahon! Nylander! Blocked. Good block. 2 minutes into the second period. And the USS Dangle has dove under the sea once more. Oh, geez! Stolers! If you're a goaltender, 10 the goal. Just face planted the end boards. Blue Jackets have it. Luckily, it hasn't paid for it yet. Olivier. Crazy hands for maybe the toughest heavyweight in the league. Lawton gets out of his zone. Tatanev up the ice. Deflected by Yarncroke, no ice. Domi, looking for friends. Finds one at the point. Riley! That's stopped by Merzlikins after the deflection. Alex, welcome to SDP VIP. Mon ami. Hey, we're at 500 likes. That's good. Let's get to 600. Yeah, Heathrow's substation caught fire and closed for a full day because they lost power. I was initially rebooked via New York and Boston the following Monday. Oh, my God. David Atkinson, JDA. They just showed something really interesting on the broadcast. It's Matthew Nyes at the end of the bench talking to Joseph Woll. And this is obviously after he had a breakaway. I'd love to know who the most helpful goalies are in a backup situation. Like which goalies almost double as another assistant coach. How many backup goalies, or how often does a backup goalie take partial credit when a goal is scored because they gave great advice? Blue Jackets fire. That's stopped by Stolers. 16:55 to go in the second. Jeremy Goldberg. Why does Merzlikins become Hasek against the Leafs? That's crazy on account of the Leafs scored, what was it, 3 or 4 goals against him in like 3 minutes in a playoff game. No one remembers because the Leafs lost that series. That is one of the most miraculous playoff wins literally ever. No one knows or cares about it because the Leafs lost the series. They were down 3-0 with like 3 minutes to go. They tied it and they won it in overtime. Lost the series. No one cares. They would have been eliminated if they lost that game, but they forced game 5 because it was a 5-game series. No one cares. No one cares. A bunch of you are hardcore Leaf fans listening to this right now going, really? Oh, I don't remember that. Yeah, because it was August and the team lost. Leafs, can't hold the line. Myers back to get it in his own zone. Utah is up 2-0 on Winnipeg, producer Drew reliably tells me. They're blowing that game in hand on who, Drew? Colorado? Oh, if they lose, Dallas has a game in hand, only 4 points back. Oh, baby. Benoit, good job there on Kent Johnson. Where's the puck? Bouncing. McMahon, good battle. McMahon has been playing better and better recently, but the Blue Jackets still have it. They throw it in front. Deflected by Stolers to prevent the point-blank chance. Nylander. Picked off. Both teams going for a change as Riley collects it behind the Leafs net. We're just about 5 minutes into the second period. Domi falls down. hooks the puck to himself from his knees. Leafs have it in the offensive zone. Blue Jackets turn it up the other way. But they flub the outlet pass. Good Branson back to get it. Leafs still in the offensive zone. Blue Jackets finally get out. That would have been a crazy goal. Yarncroke knocks it down the ice. Buffalo has tied it against Tampa. It's 1-1. What are we doing? Ice surfing Drew. I like this. Yeah, it's division matchup. That's right. I mean, Leafs win tonight and Tampa loses. That would go a long way to winning the division. I would not say it's a lock. No, I'm a Leafs fan. Like, what do you think? I'm on drugs? Like, any Leaf fan who says anything is a lock just likes being hurt. Been a hot minute since we got a, oh yeah! A little over 6 minutes into the second period. Thank you, Emo Jalapeno, for reminding me of that. Robertson, the healthy scratch wizard. To Tanev. If he gets an assist here, he has to get into a fight. Holmberg. All three Leaf forwards battling behind the net. Holmberg, I don't think he realizes his man is down. There you go. Robertson to OEL. Robertson fakes the pass. There's a wrestling match in front of the net between Lorentz and, this is going to be a fight. Lorentz is going with Corrali. They're chucking. These are two big boys, too. I don't know if there's going to be an instigator here, but both these guys are not happy with each other. Lorentz with the takedown. And Corrali wondering why there wasn't a call. Let's take a look at what happened here. Lorentz and Corrali, it's just a standard battle. Lorentz took Corrali down pretty hard. Corrali was holding on to his stick. Yeah, classic. You know what? You can take the Bruin out of Boston, but you can't take the Boston out of the Bruin. Sean Corrali, classic Bruin move. I don't think there should be an instigator there. I think it should just be a fight. Sometimes two guys fight. And we're in commercial break. Aqua Gamer, Sean, not Corrali. While we're getting 600 likes in a stream, can we get James to 100 likes on a super chat? Yeah, let's get 100 likes on James Stemler's super chat. Let's freaking go. And also, yeah, get us to 1,200 likes. You jerks. Welcome to the SDPN YouTube channel. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. James David Atkinson talking about you went to Toronto in December 2022 and a bomb cyclone hit, yet that flight went on time. What is a bomb cyclone? Surely they could have come up with another name for that natural disaster. That's terrible. I don't like that at all. Drew, what is the definition of a bomb cyclone? Bomb cyclone is a rapidly intensifying what? Storm that experiences a significant drop in pressure, at least 24 millibars within 24 hours. A process known as bombogenesis? You're a great producer. Like, who even thinks to Google that? That's so dumb. Alan Fraze with his thoughts on that fight. Beef! Absolutely. Big Ron, love your books. Question, is it possible for Ottawa to overtake the Panthers in the standings? It is mathematically possible. It's just going to be very difficult. The Panthers have to lose a lot. The Sens have to win a lot. So it doesn't look like power play. It looks like just Lorentz and Corrali have to sit for 5 minutes each. Nice. Whoop. Blue Jackets have it in their own zone. They gain center and dump it in. Tanev, great battle. God, I love this player. Here comes Columbus. Marchenko. Whoa. I don't even know if the Blue Jackets got a shot on goal there. Nice. No speed, though. Marner collects it in his feet. He's probably the best in the league at that. Matthews. Oh, stop by Merzlikins. Matthews trying to find the point. Doesn't work. 2 Blue Jackets on him. Nice. You got to watch the hook. Marner might be the best player in the league at playing the puck with his feet. I would love other suggestions in the chat because obviously I watch more Leaf games than anyone else, like any other team, I mean. The pass that he sent to McDavid in the Four Nation faceoff, Marner collected the puck in his feet before passing it. He's one of the best in the world. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, producer Drew says Sid. Yes. Drew, for the class, who's Sidney Crosby? That's a good answer. Sid is probably the best at, I would say, just about every little thing. You know, scouts and old heads like to talk about like intangibles. You can't tell me Sid doesn't have every one of them. Stolarz covers it up. JVR got into the blue paint a little bit. That was an unreal pass from Marner to Matthews. Oh. So Drew's saying Matthews has never really been a backhand guy. He's never been a power backhand guy. Like Matt Sundin used to be able to bear down and just roof the thing. Matthews doesn't really do that. He's more of a backhand tuck guy. He's definitely scored like a ton of backhand deep goals. He's better on his forehand. I mean, when you're the best in the world at something, do it. But yeah, he doesn't have the. You know what's funny? I was about to say, who in the NHL has like a crazy backhand? Crosby. He's probably the best. Him or Malkin? Yeah, I'm sure they learn from each other too. Yeah, JDA, you've had a time of it. Maybe stay at home, eh? Just for a bit. Olivier feeds the point in the Leaf zone. 11:22 to go in the second. Aesthetically pleasing time left in the game. Battle in the neutral zone. Philip Myers, cross ice, finds Lawton, who tries to ring it around. No Leaf there, though. So not the most helpful. He's on the back check. Stolarz, again, out of his net, and didn't do a whole hell of a lot. Yarn Croak can't find Lawton. I'm a beverage goblin right now. I got a lot of beverages on the go. OEL around for Tanev. Drew's asking Marner's the best playmaker the Leafs have ever had, right? Oh, well, here's Marner denies. Marner. I'll answer that in a minute. I have a good answer. Nice. Tanev. Matthews in front. Oh, Matthews couldn't get his stick on it. Leafs still have it, though. Marner. This is a good shift. Oh, nice. Can't quite get to that. It's blocked. Can they hold the zone? They can't. Columbus gets out of trouble. Marner turns them back. Matthews. A little late in the shift, though. Matthews finds Marner, who collects it in his feet. You're never going to watch Marner the same. Marner! Almost finds Nyes. Matthews almost finds himself. Here come the Blue Jackets, and now that line is very late in their shift. Stolarz gloves it, holds onto it. 9:48 to go in the second. Oh, yeah, playmaker. So Marner has had a better career as a Leaf than any other playmaker. Doug Gilmour, though, has had the best single season of any Leafs playmaker ever. I would argue the best single season any Leaf has ever had. Oh, yeah, Drew's like, wait a sec. Didn't Matthews just score 69 goals? See, Gilmour, though, I want to say was nominated for the Hart, won the Selke. and in 1993 had 32 goals, 95 assists. Remember, Marner's never eclipsed 100 points. Gilmore had 95 assists, 127 points. He had 127 and 111 in successive seasons. Granted, he did play 83 games each year because they had longer seasons. Gilmore's very short tenure as a Leaf was cracked. So I would probably still give the edge to Gilmore. But like, can I name a former Leaf that had 90 assists but with a different team? 92 assists, Ron Francis. Joe Thornton. Oh, right. Oh, God, that should have been a free space. Ron Francis might have. Drew didn't look. He just. SL. Steve, this isn't my wife, by the way. This person's in our chat often. My wife's name is SL. This is not my wife. Steve, I need a promise. When the Rangers miss the playoffs, I need an entire podcast segment dedicated to making Adam listen to a montage of every time he promised they would make the playoffs in that patented condescending tone of it. Oh, no. Oh, no. I hope Adam read that. Oh, dear. I mean, the Rangers postmortem is going to be one of the most fascinating ones. Thank you for that. And thank you. That's very generous of you, SL. Adam. Oh, here come the Blue Jackets. 2-on-2. Stopped by Stolers, whose glove is sharp tonight. Drew, sorry, what was that? Oh, St. Louis is beating Colorado 4-0. I'm so sorry, Drew. Anyway, sorry. Tell the Discord to find all the clips of Adam saying that, and Drew will find them. Or you'll clip them and make a montage. Hell yeah. Discord, get on it. Chat, get on it. Rangers miss. They give the Pens another high pick. They do? Oh, the Riley Smith trade. What a bad team, dude. Like, oh my God. Blue Jackets break out of their end with numbers. This is a lively chat tonight. Holy cow. It's been difficult to keep up with the game and the chat at the same time. Blue Jackets can't hold the line. 9 minutes to go in the second. Marchenko. Strong on the puck. Hands it off, shot! Almost a deflection goal from Columbus. They have it at the point. That's Matejchuk. Shot. Oh, boy. I didn't like how much time and space he was given. Leafs reeling here a little bit. This is Riley, Carlo, and the second line. Chopped out by the Leafs. It's going to be icing, though. 8:30 to go in the second. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Zach Copeland. Oh, sorry. Yep. Tampa is back in front of Buffalo. Oh, baby. Zach Copeland. Robert Thomas may be the most underrated player in the league at this point. Guy has 18 points in his last 7 games. Oh, my God. The Four Nation face-off was the best thing to ever happen to Binnington and the Blues, eh? That and a coaching change. A coaching change never hurts for Jordan Binnington, does it? Yarncroke down the ice, going one on everybody. And Domi doing a good job getting the Blue Jackets to turn it over. Holmberg is out there with Yarncroke and Domi. Oh, they're going for a change. Or is this the blender? What's going on here? Shot from Myers. Oh, Holmberg wraparound. Good chance. Domi, Holmberg, Benoit. Oh, he had Robbie. You had Robbie right there, and he wanted it too. Werenski gets it out. Domi doing a good job. Creating a turnover. Robertson shoots. Scores again. Nick Robertson, after a healthy scratch, cannot, will not be stopped. Max Domi, I gotta say, really, really impressed with the defensive improvements he's made to his game recently. Creates the turnover here. Robertson, 5-hole on Merzlikins. He has an NHL sniper's shot. I know he's been a healthy scratch. I don't know if he's going to be in your game one lineup. You do not trade this player. You keep this player. Every time he lets you down, he proves why he belongs. A 2-goal night. The Leafs are up 2-0 purely on 2 goals from Nick Robertson. What a player, man. What a weird player. $14 on the year for Robertson. I want to say he had 15 last year. He still has time to beat his career high. Or was it 14? It might have been 14 last year. Blue Jackets drive the middle. Domi, can't clear the zone. So this is, there's Lorentz. He's now out of the box after his fighting major. I think Berube might have got the blender out slightly to get Lorentz into the game a little bit. Or get some guys some rest. Yeah, he's done something with the bottom 6 here. Marner couldn't pull off the one-timer. Matthews couldn't steal the puck back. Here comes Marner. Marner to Matthews. Nice! Flips! Stopped by Merzlikins. Oh, shades of his first career NHL goal in the Stanley Cup playoffs. He scored on a very similar play. Nyes has looked unreal tonight. He's done everything but score. Leafs winning 2-0. Shots 13-17 in favor of the Blue Jackets. 5:55 to go in the second period. Canadian Girl 83, Nikki Bobby. Scott Lawton's in the box for fighting? No, he's there on the bench right now. And no, Lorentz was in the box. Yeah, but someone had to take an extra shift. Right. So no. Okay, I got it. Robertson and Holmberg was normal, and then they needed an extra guy. That's why it was weird. I got it. Alex Summers, power's out in Yellowknife. This is the only way I can watch the game. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for being a part of this. You're a gem. SL, has anybody ever seen Nick Robertson and Brandon Peary in the same room? I love bringing up Brandon Peary, and he's too inside baseball, even for nerds. I'm going to bring him up right now. Still one of the craziest stat lines I've ever seen. There it is. In the 2014-15 season with the Florida Panthers, Brandon Peary in only 49 games had 22 goals, 2 assists. He had 22 goals, 2 assists for 24 points. I'd love to know if he was injured or just a healthy scratch. That is an unreal comparison. Another season with the Vegas Golden Knights, in 31 games, he had 12 goals, 6 assists for 18 points. Over half a point a game player. His second last season of professional hockey, he played 7 games with the Rockford Ice Hogs in the AHL. In 7 games, he had 8 goals, 2 assists for 10 points. Did he retire? In his last season of pro hockey, he only played 3 games. He had 3 goals and 1 assist. What happened to Brandon Peary? His AHL number, he toyed with the American League. It was a joke to him. Go look at his hockey DB. Brandon Peary's one of the craziest hockey DB pages in friggin' hockey. Nylander, neutral zone interception. Brandon Peary, who I interviewed, I believe, during my season working for Gino Retta, Junior Hockey Magazine. We had to do a Junior A feature every week, and he was the Junior A feature one week. Wes Richard gifting 5 SDPM memberships. You beauty. Has Nick Robertson ever had a hat trick? There's no way, right? I don't think so. Robbie scores a lot against Columbus, like the play-in. That was his first NHL goal. Emo Jalapeno gifted 5 SDPM memberships. You beaut. Werenski shoots. That's high and wide. Strange radio. So the way to make Robertson a 40 goal scorer is to scratch him 41 times. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I got really sidetracked on Brandon Peary. You got me too excited about a hyperfixation of mine, and that's on you. Richie T, thanks SDPN. Keep doing it. We will. Never ask a nerd about their hyperfixation. Tanev. Robertson is stripped. Man, why is this guy ever a healthy scratch? Oh, that's why. Blue Jackets behind the net. Tanev up to Lorentz. Robertson, oh, nearly a 2-on-1. That's Robertson's second 2-goal game in 3 years, says producer Drew. Who was the first? February against Chicago. Oh, and his brother had the hat trick on the same night. That was this season, and they almost had dueling hat tricks. I mean, I guess not dueling, but matching. Yarncroak. For Lawton. Lawton behind the Columbus net. Yarncroak, you got to admit, has been a really nice addition to this lineup. Lawton behind the net. Blue Jackets get it and go back up the ice. Carlo versus Jenner. Big boy hockey there. Domi. Yarncroak. Lawton. Oh, tries to slide it into Yarncroak. Lawton tries to lift it above Merzlikins. Doesn't work. Jack Johnson. Stripped by Max Domi. Domi. Can't find a friendly stick. Olivier. Hands it off. Sillinger. Turnover. Leafs are playing a really solid game here. The shots are 20-13 for the Blue Jackets. I don't think that accurately tells the story of this game. Do you? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Matthews, annoying stick on the defensive end. Myers, ooh, shoved from behind by Danforth. Rob Thomas has 4 assists tonight for the Blues. So he's up to 19 points in his last 8 games. Preposterous. The anti-Brandon Peary. Is Peary the best NHLer named after a spice mix? Okay, as salt, pepper, paprika, oregano, thyme, cumin, no, cumin, bay leaf, adobo. I'm trying to think of everything in my cupboard. Whistle blown. Robertson has John 14:6 written on his stick. I just noticed. Robert Bet, what comes first? Leafs win Cup or Sabres get into playoffs? Seems like the Leafs, but you know it's the Leafs. It pains me to say, but 50 plus years as a Leafs fan, I'm getting used to saying maybe next year. Listen, the Sabres making the playoff. Like, I mean, teams luck into the playoffs all the time. But I know it's April because I'm starting to let it sink in. I'm like, yeah, they might mess around. They might mess around and win a little bit. Maybe a lot of it. So my answer is the Leafs. Screw it. Nice pass to Tavares. 1-on-1 with Werenski. Tavares. Double clutch. Waits for reinforcements. Hands off. Down low. Nylander. Smushed against the boards. Lorentz. Oh, Tavares was late in his shift. Way up the ice. Lorentz tries to feed Robertson. On hat-trick watch. Spins, fires, blocked by Werenski. Add it to the Corsi, though. Blue Jackets dump it. Stolarz out of the net to play it to Robertson. Pass out of reach of Lorentz. Lorentz trying to say it was touched. Refs don't care. Icing against the Leafs. 46.3 seconds to go in the second period. Where did the time go? You held a gun to my head right now. And we're like, Steve, how much time's left in the second? I would have told you 10 minutes. Pizza. They're playing it on the speaker. 46.3 seconds. Face off in the Leaf zone. Face off for Holmberg. Does not win it. Good battle from Myers on Jenner, though. Holmberg, way too casual behind his net. Way too casual. Gets it to OEL. The Hounds are at the gate, man. You got to get rid of the thing. Behind the Leafs net. Stolarz out of his net to play it to Myers. Lorentz. Go cross ice. There you go. There's OEL. Plays it with his feet. Shot. Stop by Merzlikins, who holds onto it. 17.8 seconds to go. Did Merzlikins get hurt by that shot? I think he might have. Oh, did he get this in the... I think he might have got it in the nuts. I was like, why did Merzlikins hold on to this? This was not a dangerous shot. And now it's an offensive zone draw for the Leafs. Lawton on the draw. Domi comes up with it. Hands it off. Tanev. Shot! That's gloved by Merzlikins. He doesn't play at 11.1 seconds to go in the second. Scream. How has it been 13 months? Because STP VIP has been around for 13 months, I guess. We started, I want to say, pretty late last season. March? Looks over a little bit about to make him mad. Matthews. Tanev. Behind the net. Nyes in front. Doesn't find a friendly stick. And that'll do it for the second period of play. 2-0. Both goals from Nick Robertson after 40. I'll be interested to see if Merzlikins comes out for the third, because I don't know what happened with that OEL shot, but he obviously didn't like that. James Stemler, real question. Guess the cheapest ticket price for Leafs Stanley Cup final home game. $777. Okay, better question. Is it 3 or 4 digits? Could be 5, honestly. Drew has it. He said a swear. Cheapest pair to get in the building. $6,200 Canadian, I assume. $6,200 for 2 tickets. $3,100 each. I'd do it. Death Eater gifted 1 SDPN membership. If you're that person who gave it to them, thank them. We have 666 likes. Click like. Be gone. Wes Richard, if the Leafs don't win the Cup in the next 5 seasons, will we be getting a Matthews in era wasted video? Bro. Oh, no. Oh, no. I just had a horrifying realization. In 5 years, I'll be a 42-year-old podcaster who works for them. That'd be sick if I worked for the Leafs and they won, because then I would get a ring, and I want one. James Stemler, that's about what I would have guessed. Thanks, Drew. Isn't Drew the best? He is. Drew, do we have another clip? for the intermission? It's either us talking about the Leafs versus Panthers or Dan Boyle talking about playing for Mike Keenan versus John Tortorella. I'm going to say play the Dan Boyle clip because that was an unreal interview. And if you haven't seen it, you can watch the whole thing here on the SDPN YouTube channel. But we have a clip. Two more super chats before we go to that. Leafs win the cup in Game 7 this year. Would you rather see it in person or immortalize your reaction in a stream that your kids can watch one day? I used to say I need to be in the building. I think the way I be a part of it is I get on camera, I get on the mic, and I do my thing. Like, I am so proud of my call for Canada winning the Four Nation face-off. I'm really proud of that. And I'm glad we have that clip forever. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to be in this room, though. I feel like I'm going to have to be downtown, but we'll see. Oh, Drew, point on that. When the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup, they were playing our stream in their celebration room after. Oh, I do remember this. They had you on video jumping up and down with champagne, so you were in the room. Drew, that's oh my god. Oh my god, I'd crap myself. I've like a tear in my eye for you. Holy crap. And SL, does SDPN do any Twitch content? Yes. Mostly Jesse. Hey, gifted 10 SDPN memberships. You legend. We should be doing more Twitch stuff. If you ever look at SDPN and you wonder why we don't do something, the answer is almost always there's not enough of us. One day. Oh yeah, Jesse has a media pass. So like it's either I run myself into the dirt or Adam runs himself into the dirt or Jesse runs himself into the dirt or we just got to pick and choose. And as we don't want to die, we got to pick and choose. Oh. Jesse just bought golf club attachments for the VR headset. So he's going to be filming some VR golf stuff at some point. I don't know when. Drew, Dan Boyle, are we ready? Dan Boyle in San Jose with SDPN. You're going to want to listen to this. It's a really, really good clip.
I had Mike Keenan, who was freaking awful. I'll say it right now. He was a terrible coach for me. I was there, I think, 19 games. I was scratched like 16 in a row. And then Lance Pitlick, to throw an old name out there, had a baby at the last second, and they called me. And that's how I got the 3 games. But that was it. So it was tough. I think then I was on cruise control for like the rest of my career. And then when I retired, I realized at the beginning, at the end, how important coaching is. Mm-hmm. Because for the 12 years in Tampa and in San Jose, I don't say, like, I was just kind of doing my thing. They were allowing me to do my thing. I had proved myself at that point. But a coach is very important in the development of a young player. And, those Sharks, those young guys, hopefully they have the right guys pushing them.
There is something to be said for coaches that can handle young talent. Mike Keenan seems like a guy that couldn't. Even Gretzky didn't like playing for him, right?
God.
Like, so it's there are people that loved him. There are people that didn't.
Yeah.
What is it about, Mike Keenan, for instance, that didn't gel with young players?
Well, geez, again, how long do we have? He came in and berated, again, throwing names of old, unless they're watching it. Anders Eriksson, Bubba Eriksson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we remember.
So, again, I hadn't played. First period, we come in. Bubba's to my left. He comes in. He's, you're terrible. Blah, 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 blah. And then he looks at me and goes, you're worse. And I'm like, I didn't say this, but I'm thinking, I haven't played, right? So he goes off on Bubba, and then he looks at me and goes, "You're worse." And I
Wow.
go, and I'm in my head, I'm like, I haven't played.
Right.
But you can't say anything because I'm a 21, 22-year-old kid that, So to me, that's horrible coaching. Or at the very least, bring me in the locker room after or in your office and say, "Hey, man, I just did that for a reason, blah, blah, blah," and build me up.
Right.
And to me, that's when you tear guys down, I think that to me is bad coaching. I think you obviously can't let the young guys do what they want. It has to be within a system. But find a way to squeeze the best out of them. And that's where I think Mike failed me, at least, and failed a lot of other guys.
Now, you then move on to another tough coach, right? So you move,
Yeah.
it's literally the cross-state rival, Tampa
Yeah.
Bay Lightning. You end up playing for John Tortorella.
Yeah.
And this is a team on the rise. There are a lot of young, good players. Brad
Yeah.
Richards,
Yeah.
Marty St. Louis, Vincent LeCavalier. There's so many great players there that, have gone on to, make the Hall of Fame and ultimately you guys won a cup. Torts just either stepped down or was let go, depending upon who you ask, as of this morning.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah.
What's he like to play for? You were still in your early 20s.
Yeah, so at this point, I had 4 years in Florida. I wasn't getting in the lineup. I get traded to Tampa, which at the time they were second to last in the league. I think Florida was last. Tampa was second to last. And I just kind of had a talk with myself in the mirror, and I said, I'm just going to go and play my game because I've got 1.5 feet out the door out of the NHL. I'm barely getting an opportunity here, so I'm just going to play my game. So I get there right around the trade deadline, and the team's last. So they basically just Torts didn't know who I was. Rick Dudley's the one who got me, who I've never met to this day. So I don't know if he's
Really?
watching.
So he traded
But
for
he's
you?
the one that traded for me. He changed my life, and I've never met him. Wow. So I would give him a big hug today. But he's the one that got me. Torts didn't know who I was, and Craig Ramsey was our D coach, so he also saved my career. But yeah, it was just they just threw us out there, and the team was way out of a playoff spot, which is what the Sharks are now. And some guys didn't respond, and then others like me and Marty and Brad and Vinny were young, and we just kind of put something together the second half of that season, and then we made the playoffs the next year and won a cup 2 years later. So we went from basically last to winning a cup within 2 years. Torts had a lot to do with that, but we had to learn how to play under him. But I think he also learned how to coach certain guys differently. And it took Marty, and it took me, and it took Richie and Vinny going in, and there was some headbutts. There was some stuff that I'm taking to my grave. I mean, Torts will know what I'm talking about. It wasn't pretty, but at the end of the day, there was respect. And we had a couple tussles, but I was playing 30 minutes a night. He's the only coach.
Wow.
He's the only coach that ever yelled at me for coming off the ice.
Hey, under what circumstance? What happened?
So it was a power play. I want to say I was out there for 40 seconds, first power play, and it was one of those nights I'm not feeling it. I'm not making, my passes aren't crisp. I'm off. So as a team guy, I'm like, I'm gonna let Kubina, whoever's next, go do it, right? And then the next day, he waited the next day, team meeting. They had little laser pointers.
Yep.
Yes, I
So
remember.
he plays the power play. So 40 seconds in, presses pause, and then goes like this. Circles the time on the remaining power play. It says 122 left. He goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" I go, "I'm getting off." I'm like, I'm having a shitty night. I'm not fucking playing well. And he goes, "You fucking stay out there. You stay out there." And he was saying, "Stay out there. We want you. We need you." And it was this weird, oh shit, this guy really, and it was, that made me
the
feel
compliment.
so good.
It's a bit of a change from "you're worse."
Yeah, right. Complete opposite. Here I am, trying to do the right thing, get off the ice, and he's the only coach that ever yelled at me for coming off, and he was like, "Stay on." And again, 6 years there, I led the league in ice time. I think it was me and Chara neck and neck for 6 years, and so how can I complain about playing for Torts? He got the best out of us, but you have to have thick skin, and that's where the players that don't usually will crumble under Torts, but the guys that do have thick skin can thrive.
Day to day, does he have that big personality? Every day you walk in, is it that kind of same vibe, or is it different?
It depends on the day, obviously.
Does it depend on the game before?
It depends on the game before. It depends on the day. we had a great leader. Dave Anderchuk was our captain, and he was 40, and he was kind of the buffer between Torts and us. And Andy was super important for us in Tampa. Torts would come in, yell at us, and Andy would be like, fuck that or whatever. And we would kind of come together almost in spite of him, which I think is what he wanted, which is probably a coaching tactic that worked obviously for us, and it kept us together. But yeah, there were days where we thought we were going to get chewed out, and we came out and we were like, we put tennis balls out there and we were practicing how to like block shots with tennis balls, which was kind of weird and fun. But like, so it was unpredictable, but obviously efficient. We won a cup.
Well, you answered my question right before I was going to ask it. Like, does he have a tell, or did you just not know what was ever going to come?
Yeah, I don't think he did, but I think the struggle is how long. I think you can do that. I think that's why what we've seen from Torts is when he usually shows up, it's effective early on, and then eventually sometimes some guys can tune out and it gets hard, and that's where I think I can't speak for Torts and what he's done the last 10 years. I haven't been in the locker room, but I know for us as it dragged on, it got a little harder on some guys. And so, but no, it was definitely unpredictable, but held guys accountable. And he was always the best coach for me to inspire. You show up to Phoenix back in the day or Chicago when they were bad and there was nobody in the crowd. His speeches were really good, and he finds a way to motivate guys.
What the Oi! How you doing? Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Do it. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. I like this graphic. Leafs with fights this season. Domi, Benoit, McCabe, Nyes, Carlo, Holmberg, Lorentz, Myers, Lawton, Riley, and I missed one. Damn. I missed one. Lots of different Leafs fighting. BX and Gazdick are on Hockey Night talking about old war stories. Yes, Drew? Shut the I'm not going to repeat what Drew just said. Drew just said, is this going to be our first on stream? First of all, you are the devil. Second of all, you are the devil. Third of all, I'm not sure. No. I know we've seen the Leafs get. Can I say it in this context? I think so. We've done games where the Leafs have not scored a goal. Right? But have they ever not allowed the team they were playing to score a goal? Right? Right? I can't believe you said that. Oh, Drew put it in the chat. No! No! You are just mad the Blues are slapping the Avs. Oh, my God. Rennet Munn, tell Drew we don't mention that until there's 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left? You mention it after they win the game or you die, whichever happens first. What? Oh, my God. Has everyone lost their mind? By the way, 788 likes. Let's try to get over 1,000. I think we can do it. Sedin Magic 15. I completely forgot Dan Boyle was on Tampa Bay. Yo, Dan Boyle, you know what? We did a Brandon Peary corner. Let's do a Dan Boyle corner. That guy had a crazy career. Like a really underrated career. First of all, he was on the 2010 Canadian Olympic team. Pretty good. He was an undrafted player. And like he said, he had a wild university career. He probably should have bloody been drafted. Points by season in college. 26 points in 35 games, 27 points in 36 games, 54 points in 40 games, and 40 points in 37 games. 8 goals, 7 goals, 11 goals, 14 goals as a defenseman in college. Stupid. NHL career total, played over 1,000 games, 1,093, 163 goals, 442 assists for 605 points. Again, as a defenseman, 17 goals and 81 points in 130 career Stanley Cup playoff games. And he won the cup with the Lightning in 2004. He had seasons of 13 goals, 15, 20, 16, 15, 12. And in his final season in the NHL, he had 10 goals. 10 goals and 30 points with the Rangers. Dan Boyle, as far as offensive defensemen go, was cracked from 1998 until 2016. He had 14 straight years of averaging over 20 minutes of time on ice. And like, you know, some of these guys, you talk to them, like these retired guys, you talk to them and they're huge and you're like, oh yeah, that guy's a former athlete. Dan Boyle, like he's in good shape for sure. But like, that's a regular guy. HockeyDB lists him at 5'11", 194. Like that guy, to be that size and in the NHL for that long, the durability factor like can't be understated. He was not a minus very often. He had one particularly bad season where he was minus 29, but majority of his seasons in the league, he was plus. Really, really, really good player. Anyway, third period is underway. Matthews attacking with his line mates. Nyes has done everything but score tonight. Matthews! Oh, Nyes created a turnover there. Matthews nearly buried it on the wraparound. Matthews prevents the breakout only temporarily. Tanev up the ice. Ref kind of in the way there. Or linesman, rather. Leafs changing. Here comes Marchenko. Looking for help. Finds it. Oh! Whiffed on the pass. And now here come the Leafs to the 2-on-1. McMahon. Riley. Oh! Why do you shoot that? Oh, come on, Morgan. Tavares! Riley! How do you not get a shot on goal here, boys? Jeez. McMahon. To the point. Someone shoot it. Riley. Muffin. Nylander scores. As if the Leafs get a goal out of that debacle. And I'm pretty sure Riley will pick up a point after not shooting on a 2-on-1. McMahon with a genuinely great pass to get it to Riley, and Riley completely blows it. And the Leafs score anyway. That's the second goal tonight, at least, to beat Merzlikins' 5-hole. Honestly, not great, although it is William Nylander. And the Leafs are up 3-0. Yeah, that Riley shot should have been handled by Merzlikins, and then you'd like a save there. Not a great sequence from Merzlikins. The Leafs take the 3-0 lead very early in the third. A lot of fans in the Platinums probably missed it. Too busy getting their sushi. I love hockey. I love sushi. The combination is weird. Blue Jackets go offside. Think Nylander can get 50. He needs 7. Gary Hall gifted 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you very much. How many games do the Leafs have left, though? 6? It's not looking good. Draisaitl's out again. He's it's going to be hard to get 50. It's going to be harder to catch Draisaitl. Unless, is Draisaitl at 50 exactly? I wonder how many votes, if Draisaitl's at 52. I wonder how many votes, if any, Nylander gets. He's had a for a Hart. Yeah. No, I'm not saying he's going to get nominated. He's certainly not going to win. Dude, James Reimer got a Hart vote once. Like, so no one thinks Nylander's top 5? Or Marner? Yeah, Marner probably has been. Yeah, Nylander's not even the MVP of the Leafs this year. You're right. Him and Marner have been really, really good, while Matthews has obviously been fighting it. Easy blocker save by Stollers. Can I get another? Oh, yeah. Please and thanks. Yes, you can. Lawton, what a move. Gain center, flips it in. Merzlikins touches it. Please let this be a normal scoring chance. With the Leafs? No way. Beep, beep. Love that. Wes Richard gifted 5 STPN memberships. Thank you. Cruising on down Main Street. The Sabres have tied it against the Lightning with 15 minutes left. This is a partial break for Nick Robertson. Oh, poke check by Merzlikins as Goodbranson was all over Robertson. Quite the size mismatch between the two. I have interviewed Robertson. I've interviewed Goodbranson. They are not the same size. I have pictures with both of them. I'm taller than one of them. I'll let you guess which. Here comes Mitch Marner, who I'm not taller than. Marner shoots. That is gloved by Merzlikins. Oh, Nyes was shoved after the whistle, and he didn't like it at all. These boys are gearing up for the playoffs. That is not the sort of thing you would usually see out of the Leafs in any game. Really. Nyes is he bleeding, or is that an old cut? He can't be getting the only penalty here. Are you joking? Why do the refs hate Matthew Nyes? Like, I've been calling this out since last year. Fabro, like, that's nothing? Nyes is the only one in the box. Oh, okay. It's Fabro's in the box too. Drew, like, that's offsetting every time. In the playoffs, no, you think that's a power play in the playoffs? Even 3-0 or not, you're on crack. The broadcast says Leafs power play. It's not. Yeah, there you go. 4-on-4. Emo Jalapeno gifted 5 SDPM memberships. Is that because I said, oh, yeah? Matthews working it around. Happy retirement to Wes. Happy retirement to Wes. Is it Wes tonight? No. That might explain why there have been no calls. Matthews to Marner to Matthews. Oh, how does that not go in? Slides through the blue paint. Oh, my gosh. Wow. OEL to Tanev. They've been great tonight. Matthews handling it in his own zone. Yeah, he's going to change right now. I was a little surprised he was carrying it there. Riley up the ice to Nylander. Nylander cuts across, shoots, scores! William Nylander, his second of the game, 44th of the season, 38th career 2-goal game. And the Leafs lead 4-0 in the third period against Columbus. Drew, I would like to change my answer. I think Nylander does it. Bad change from Columbus. Terrible. And Nylander, gosh, makes Ivan Provorov look not great. Still 1 minute and 4 seconds of 4-on-4 to go. Dean Evison, not thrilled. Nylander, almost a neutral zone turnover. Riley's going to chugga up the ice in the neutral zone. He finds Tavares. Tavares shoots, stopped by Merzlikins. Leafs now outshooting the Blue Jackets for the first time, I think, in the game. 22-20. Here comes Willie. Willie. Again, oh, man, Provorov cannot keep up with Willie. Like, where are you going, Ivan? He looks terrible. Tavares. Robertson is out there now. 4-on-4 action. Still going. Tavares tries to cut. Robertson. His shot is blocked. You got 2 Leafs on hat trick watch. 5 seconds ago in 4-on-4 action. Domi. Why are fans more for Nylander than Marner in the playoffs when Mitch has more points per game than him in the playoffs and is better defensively? This is from CJ Mack. Blue Jackets have it in the corner. Here's Werenski. I have an answer to that. There's just a game happening. Robertson tries to chip it out of the zone to himself. At very least, he chips it out of the zone. Nylander is a better goal scorer, and he shows up better in games 5, 6, and 7. Here comes Lorentz. He's got Holmberg with him. Can't get the puck to him. Anytime a Leaf fan brings up, well, Marner has more playoff points, it drives me out of my mind because it is using the truth to lie. Like, that argument has been around for several years, and as the series goes on in recent years, I feel like he was good in 2018, maybe 2019. But as the years have gone on, he's gotten worse the closer you get to the end of the series. And Nylander has been pretty good. And like, we've known this for years. This has been very publicly available, widely talked about information for years. And people intentionally ignore it because Marner's their favorite player. And all right, you can do that. We all have our blind spots, but like, you asked a question and there's an obvious answer. Carlo! Oh, he had a wide open net. Matthews. Behind the net. Riley. McMahon. Where's the puck? It's in the neutral zone. Carlo. But there's a reason, like, Nylander has 44 goals, and I'm still like, yeah, but Marner's the MVP for the Leafs of this season. It's not that Marner sucks. He very doesn't suck. It's that he's incredibly good and important to the team, and the Leafs need the incredibly important and important to the team version of him in the playoffs, especially when it counts most. If they have any hopes of winning. Nylander! Shot! Stop Emersley's rebound! Tavares stopped! McMahon fighting for it. Where is it? Covered up with exactly 12 minutes to go in the third. 2 buds on Hattie Watch. Who gets one? Both of them. Oh, Corrali and Matthews were going at it. Marner getting in Corrali's face. I love that. It's not because you gave another ho yeah, although I appreciate it, but I just like sport. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Emo Jalapeno. Wes Richard gifted 5 SDPM memberships. So is third man in not a thing anymore? I wouldn't give Olivier a third man in there. I understand what you're saying. I wouldn't give it to him, though. If Olivier wants to be the third man in, you'll know it. The Blue Jackets can't score at all tonight, but drop 6 on my Canucks. That just sums up this season in a nutshell. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Producer Drew, do the Leafs hang a banner if they win the division? Well, there's an easy answer to that. Did they hang a 2021 banner? No, it does count. They won the division. The Leafs made North Division champion shirts. I was sent one. I think I wore it on a podcast or two. I don't have it anymore. I said the North Division champion is... Well, yeah, the Habs are the North Division champs because they... Yeah, 2 Atlantic teams in the Stanley Cup final is a little too on the nose in 2021. Mitch, if Mitch didn't play on the penalty kill, maybe he could be a goal suck as well. Willie is horrible on defense. Willie is bad on defense in his own zone, I would say. He's not great. He does a lot of really good offensive zone things. He's good at the blue line and he's good in the neutral zone. Marner is just Willie. I know what to expect every shift. Marner, you're like, he's a genius. He's an actual genius. He's one of the smartest players in the league. And then the next shift, you're like, so what was the thought process there? Shot, missed the net. We like that. Blue Jackets hold the line. We hate that. Blocked by the Leafs. We like that. Blue Jackets shoot. It's wide. We love that. Riley up the ice. Wow, they're saying the Blue Jackets held the zone there? I don't know about that. 11:30 to go in the third. Tavares can't quite find McMahon. Sloppy play from the Blue Jackets. Again, is that Provorov? He looks awful. Oh, big hit in neutral ice. Who was that? No call. Was that Domi? And here comes Domi. Leading the rush. He's got Yarncroke with him. Is there a fight? There is. Benoit and Olivier. Oh, dear. No, if I'm Benoit, I close this door immediately. Olivier's going to beat the brakes off him. A bunch of left jabs from Olivier. Benoit throws a right. Olivier's got him by the collar. Olivier just gives up. Well, not gives up. He just says that's okay. What happened there? So I think Benoit got a chunk of, was that Matejchuk? So Domi hits Matejchuk. Oh, and then he high-sticked him by accident, but still he high-sticked him. Benoit and Olivier just goes, I think he just says, give me one. Yo, Simone Benoit is a champ for taking that fight. Yeah, Drew said he just earned a spot in the game one lineup by taking that fight. Olivier didn't even really try. He threw one left-right combo that cut Benoit, I think. That's the toughest guy in the NHL against a guy who's probably, I mean, he's definitely not even the toughest guy on your team. Benoit's just a heart and soul player. Oh, here come the Blue Jackets. Jenner driven wide of the net. Like, I'll be honest. That's a stupid fight for Benoit to take. Matthew Olivier is probably the toughest guy in the NHL. He's top 5, minimum. Top 5 is insulting. I think he's top 3. If you can name 3 players tougher than Matthew Olivier, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. I don't know what led to that. I don't know if it was the Domi thing or what. I guess it was, I don't know. We'll talk about it in a minute. Matthews finds Nyes, robbed by Merzlikins, and they're going to call this a trip. Did Merzlikins take a tripping penalty? I know someone on the Blue Jackets did. It's Elvis Merzlikins trip Matthew Nyes, and he takes the penalty. So Jack-Eye wouldn't be scared of Olivier. Like Jack-Eye has fought Olivier, but go watch the fights. Oh, yeah, he gets his ass kicked. Rempe's not even a good fighter. He's just a willing fighter. He gets beat up a lot. And there's another guy who Olivier beat the brakes off of. Go watch Olivier versus Rempe. Olivier beat the shit out of Matt Rempe. Benoit also fights at the worst time, says Fist Rock. I don't think he had a choice in the matter. Oh, Olivier cross-checked Austin earlier in that play? Oh, nifty face-off win with his feet. Was that Austin or Tavares? That was great. Willie with it. Leafs power plays rank 5th in the NHL. Unbelievable considering how they were in the first couple months. Shout out Mark Savard. 5 forward setup is working. Nylander. Nice chip pass to Tavares. Shot fired. Oh, sorry, that's Matthews. Old habits die hard. I saw the C. Matthews to Marner. To Willie! Oh, nearly a hat trick. Goes wide. Marner. Matthews. You know they're looking for Willie. They shouldn't, though. Just if it happens naturally, let it happen. Oh, Tavares to Willie. A little bunched up there. Oh, nice. Oh, my God. He's probably had the Leafs' best chances to score. Like 4 of them, and it hasn't gone in. There's another one, and he looks to the sky. Tavares. Marner. Matthews. Stop by Merzlikins. Marner, what a keep at the blue line. Under a minute to go. What a power play. Down low to Nyes. Willie tries to feed it. Doesn't work. Matthews. Marner. Willie. Nylander shot is blocked. They clear it, and I imagine the Leafs will go for a change. If you could have one guy off the handlers, who would you steal? Z, Oli, Marshy? I think you meant Panthers. Barkov, dude. What? Roberts. Oh, that was Matthews going offside. 19 seconds ago in this Leafs power play. Wayne Simmons, Steve. He's not in the NHL. How dare you? You could kick Olivier's ass, Steve. I know you could. I don't think there's many players in the NHL I could beat up, if any. I haven't been in a fist fight in a very long time. That used to be the sort of thing I'd be ashamed of. And the older I get, the more I hang my hat on it. When you're 37, you know how easy it is to not get in a fist fight? It's actually very easy. Robertson cuts through the zone. Oh! Rocked by Jack Johnson. And now Ekman Larsson trying to go him. That was not a great hit. Robertson face planted the boards. Looks like he said he's okay. Here comes Riley. I don't think that's going to be the last fight in this game. I think someone's going to try to go Jack Johnson. Does Jack Johnson fight? He's a pretty big guy. He's got that Johnny Bravo chin. Drew says no. Drew's team won a Stanley Cup with Jack Johnson, which is like competing in Tough Mudder with a weighted vest. If Benny tries to Superman punch, how does it go? Olivier murders him. That's a bad hit from Johnson. Robertson, ugh, the spine. Oh boy, he's lucky. Yeah, I really don't like that hit from Jack Johnson. This is 4-0. The refs are just trying to get out of there. I think he maybe could have called a board there. Holmberg wins the faceoff to himself and then falls. Oh, Jack Johnson falls. So you don't fight Jack Johnson because you want him on the ice. Lorentz. Lawrence! Oh, Lorentz wisely didn't score there because he knows. Oh, Lawton just got hit in the head with the puck. See, if Lorentz scored, that means the Blue Jackets would have got 4 goals because Lorentz only scores game-winning goals. You think you could take World Poker Tour player Phil Kessel? Yo, I would not be able to beat up Phil Kessel. I've met him. I put my hand on his shoulder to pose for a picture. That guy is Viking thick. And also, he got into a preseason fight. People forget this. During the John Scott kerfuffle, he fought Brian Flynn of the Buffalo Sabres, and he bloodied him. And I think that might have been his only career fight. Maybe, maybe not. Drew, can you go on hockeyfights.com and find that out? Just type in Phil Kessel fight card. Marchenko just tripped across the blue line. Oh, Ekman Larsson misplays it. Tavares helps clear the zone, though. Flubs the pass. Here come the Blue Jackets again. Marchenko. Phil Kessel had 4 fights? Where? Alex Burrows. Brian Flynn. Oh, Antoine Roussel on Columbus. Yeah, rat. Oh, Chris Russell. Oh, Chris Russell on Columbus. Okay. Sneed? Sneed or Schmeed? Snead. Who the hell is that? Oh, it was when he was in the U.S. developmental program? That's crazy. Matthews blocked a shot off his instep and is in pain on the bench as we head to commercial break. 3 NHL fights for Phil Kessel. Tampa and Sabres tied at 2 late in the third. We don't want Tampa getting any points. But if the Sabres could beat them in overtime of the shootout, that'd be okay. You and Phil in a hot dog eating contest. Who wins? Probably still Phil. Burrows beat up Kessel. But Kessel messed Chris Russell up? I'm telling you, man, he's thick. He's very thick. Like strong thick. Yeah, Kessel messed Brian Flynn up. I'm telling you, go look at Phil Kessel's fight card. That guy was not a slouch. Your uncle thinks he could kick his ass. I assure you he can't. Oh, yeah. Drew's like, it's like Ovechkin now. Oh, he's got a dad bod. Yeah, I bet he'd kick your ass, though. Ovechkin is one of those guys who height and weight doesn't accurately describe how big they are. Another guy I'll throw into that conversation, Eric Lindros, as someone who has met Eric Lindros, height and weight don't do it. The dude's frame is... I've shaken his hand. And it looks like Tom Hanks shaking hands with Michael Clark Duncan in The Green Mile. Like, his hands are... They're bear paws. They're bear paws. Yeah, Drew... Oh, yeah. Ovechkin knocked Svechnikov out cold. Svechnikov was 19, and also that was just a really stupid decision. Like, there was no reason for him to do that. There is something to be said for old man strength. It's like how when you're in high school and you think you could beat up your dad. As someone who used to think they could beat up their dad, I couldn't have beaten up my dad. What's that Bill Burr bit? Like, there's a window where you can kick your dad's ass. but then, anyway. Benoit, who's out of the box, plays the puck up the ice. At least fourth line is out there. Robertson is still on hat-trick watch. Oh, Robertson hits Provorov, and that wasn't a great hit either. Pasta just got a hat-trick for the Bruins. Good for him. The Bruins they're beating up whoever they're playing, right? They're beating the Hurricanes 5-0. Yeah, this is a really weird time of year. Blue Jackets ice the puck with 5:12 to go in the third. This is it's an okay, like, you can bet on goals for and shots and over under and stuff like that. Predicting who is going to win a game at this time of year is impossible. Robertson has 67 hits this season. Blue Jackets ice it, but they beat it out. Tanev digging in there. It was Aston Reese who beat out the icing. Matejchuk holds the blue line only just. Shot! Stopped by Stolers. Blue Jackets can't hold the line there. Aston Reese loses the zone. Stolers out of the net to play it. Around the boards for Lawton. Gives it to Matthews. Oh, Lawton going off for a change. I was like, who put you out there together? Corrali in front. Oh! That hit the post? Oh, I thought for sure the Blue Jackets scored there. How did any of that happen? What? Matthews holds the offensive zone. Nice. Get to it. He needs a goal so bad. Nice could have 5 goals tonight. He has 0, by the way. Nice. Fans on it. You know, some nights are amazing for your confidence. I think this game has been awful for Nice's confidence. And he's battling. Oh! He was battling with Provorov behind the net. Nice, out of midair. Provorov just hit him to the ice, and Matthews scored as Provorov was about to go to the box. So a lot happened there. Provorov was falling down. A Leaf, I don't remember who it was skating behind the net and kneed Provorov right in the head. Provorov gets up, interferes with Nyes. Nyes has a scoring chance. Matthews roofs it. Let's get a look at this JVR slap shot. It was deflected last second, went behind Stolarz and hits the goal post. Marner with the hand-eye pass. Nyes gets a couple chances, doesn't score. Matthews does. Merzlikins way deep in his net. Provorov is having a miserable third period. 3:33 to go in the third, by the way. It's 5-0 Leafs. 3-1 Habs in the third, says Francois Labelle. Any UFA left winger you would like this offseason? Yes, John Tavares. I haven't looked at the market. Drew, no! Everyone, don't look at the bottom right corner. Don't look at the bottom right corner. That was Marner's 70th assist of the season, by the way. Paula Bellin, 10,900 Chilean pesos. Gracias. I don't know how much that is, but it looks like an unbelievable amount. I'm going to pretend it's dollars. Thank you for $10,900. Is that for Mitch Marner because he makes 10.9? That's clever as hell. Nylander puts it out of play. I'm back after watching a bit around the league, and OMFG, Lane Hutson's goal against Philly, nasty. If you can see it later, recommended. Yeah, he's winning the Calder, right? Like, most assists in a season by a Leaf. Oh, they had it on the screen there. I think Marner's now 4th most. Gilmore holds the first 2. Matty Nyes cannot buy a goal tonight. Poor kid. Rob Groen, great stream tonight. Thank you, Berto. Hey, 1,595 people watching the stream right now. Only 864 likes. Quick question. What's your friggin' problem? Please click like. I love you. Should I change it? Click like, click subscribe. I love you. They're showing a commercial for a horror movie that looks very scary. That's why I was distracted. Okay, Drew is my favorite producer for those betting odds alone. Shut up! He's actually terrible. Emo Jalapeno says, smile! By the way, do we have a link in the description for our live event in Peterborough? Our live event in Peterborough next weekend. Let's put one in there, baby. Next Saturday, we're going to be in Peterborough at Shoeless Joe's. We're going to have tickets in there in a mo. Or, sorry, a link to the tickets in the description and in the chat, hopefully, in a mo. It is in the description now. You just got to refresh. Yeah. 2:53 left to go in the third, and they were playing feel-good music at Scotiabank Arena. Lightning and Sabres are in overtime, so the Lightning get a point. Steve Bradley says, our year, and Videomaker says, keep your grubby little hands off Nikolai Ehlers. He is staying in Winnipeg. You know, I wasn't even thinking Nikolai Ehlers, but now that you mention it, yeah, I'd like him. Listen, if you're not able to keep Marner, getting Nikolai Ehlers takes a lot of the hurt away. You still have a ways to go, but that's what the money's for. Benoit. Leafs digging in the corner. It's 5-0 Leafs with 2:10 to go in the third. On. Olivier in front. No one there. Blue Jackets lose the zone. 2 minutes to go in the third. Dumped by Dante Fabro. Fabro has been good with the Blue Jackets, but you have to wonder if this is Dante's peak. What-a-bip-a-bip-bip. It's a movie. It's about a volcano. Steven Lorentz battling behind the net with Scott Lawton assisting. There is a person with a wrestling mask behind the Blue Jackets net. I believe that is Hockey Illuminati and or their friend. 1:20 to go in the third. Blue Jackets in the Leaf zone, which I detest. Provorov, fans on it. That guy is having a miserable, no good, very unfun night. Corrali. Carlo skates it out to center. Dumps it gently. 1:04 to go in the third. Sudbury. Please come to Sudbury. Sudbury. I almost did this year. It's on the list. Leafs dump it down the ice. Merzlikins out of the net to play it. 50 seconds to go in the third. Deep in the Leaf zone. Benoit out there. Boone Jenner digging for it. The Blue Jackets want to wreck this thing. They're trying. McMahon. McMahon is out there with Robertson. Robertson has Domi. Robertson's going to go off for a change. Doesn't look like a Leaf is going to get a hat trick tonight. Jenner to the point. Fabro down low, pursued by Holmberg. 18 seconds to go. In front. Carlo. Around for Yarncroak. Carlo tries to pin it on the boards. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anthony Stolarz shutout, baby. Now you can say it. The Toronto Maple Leafs beat the brakes off the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-0. And after I said the Leafs haven't really dominated many teams this season, they dominate the Blue Jackets. You know what? Do we want to stay and do the end of Montreal, Drew? I think maybe we stay and do Montreal. Because the Flyers are losing 3-0 to Montreal. 3-1, sorry. And Montreal just took a penalty. Mike Matheson, delay of game. See Showtime. Think Ottawa will catch Florida 4 points back. 6 games to go. I don't think so, but I definitely wouldn't be shocked. Wes Richard gifted 5 SDPM memberships. You're lovely. Sedin Magic, I got that. Dante's Peak is a damn good movie. It is. Blue Jackets lose. I mean, this would not clinch Montreal a playoff spot, but it would go a long way. Rangers lost earlier today, too. Gripper Gang 69. I'd give anything to stand in front of the cannon. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is everything okay? By the way, we're 4 likes shy of 1,000, and it's bothering me. Please click like. I love you. Welcome to Costco. Timeout called in Montreal, Philly. God, you should see the players the Flyers have out for 6-on-5. It's different. Okay, Ryan Poehling, Sean Couturier, Matvei Michkov. Is that Tyson Forster? This is like, I'm not even sure that's like a good team's second power play unit. There's some good players in that group. Like Michkov is obviously going to be sick. Forster's going to get better. I think Habs fans are looking at that going, Ryan Poehling? Ryan Poehling, by the way, like former first round pick, he's actually like carved out a nice little career for himself in Philly. Hadoken, great win by the Buds. Way to go, Stolers. Much love from the land of the Solar Bears. That's Orlando. Go Leafs, go. Flyers. That shot is blocked by Montreal. Kept in. Minute 35 to go in the third. Down low. Flyers. Oh, Couturier had a chance to tie it. A broken stick at the point. Habs throw it down the ice. Why did you shoot that? And it's an icing. Oh, but it's the power play. That's why. I was like, dude, he broke his stick. You could have just skated it. So it's not icing. Michkov hands it off. Konechny. Just onside, I think. David Savard. 1:05 to go in the third. Stolers had his 10th shutout in 61 wins. Silly. Holy crap. Flyers. One-timer. That one goes wide. 2-goal lead for Montreal here. 50 seconds to go. Konechny. Down low. Poehling. Someone had their stick flipped out of their hand. Konechny. Shot! And the Flyers score! And David Savard is losing it. Because one of the Canadians, who's 21, is that Dvorak, had his stick flipped right out of his hands. 38.5 seconds to go. Oh, it was Jake Evans had his stick hit out of his hand. Savard just two-hand slashing Tyson Forster multiple times, and he gave the ref an earful, and he deserved it. Oh, boy. And, like, there's no way the ref didn't see it. 39.4 seconds to go in the third. They added about a second on. We got another timeout here. This one's from Philly, and they're going to try to tie this thing. Robert Bet, at least the Leafs this year didn't give up playing when they have a lead. Thank Berube for that. Yeah. They that was a dialed performance. And I got to say, for a team that still has like a somewhat realistic shot at the playoffs, the Blue Jackets were awful. They got worse and worse and worse as the game went. Did they play yesterday? Let me look. They were brutal. Provorov looked pouty and disinterested. Merzlikin's body language was weird, but I don't know. That's kind of a feature, not a bug with him. Blue Jackets did not play last night. They look awful. 19th goal of the season for Tyson Forster. From Konechny, his 50th assist of the season, and Poehling. Face off at center ice. Blues just won their 12th straight. Holy crap. Oh my God. Okay, I'll read that in a moment. Oh my gosh. Flyers. They dump it in. 30 seconds to go. Montreal needs a hold on. Flyers pull their goalie, which they should consider doing off opening face-off. That's just my opinion. Michkov down low. Carrier kind of stopped by the ref there. Could have done something with it. Flyers, 10 seconds to go. 9. They're handling it. Michkov to Konechny. 5 seconds. Forster just misses. Michkov! That's wide. And Sam Montembeault and the Montreal Canadiens hold on to win it. Montreal. Sabres Lightning shootout? Let me try to find it. Sabres. Is Sabres Lightning shootout, you said, Drew? Let's see. Buffalo Sabre. Nope, that's not it. What channel is it on? Sabres Lightning. 457. So if I put 457 in the search bar, should it come up? Oh yeah, I could do that. Rogers Super Sports Pack. I don't think I have this. Yeah, no, cannot be played. Tage Thompson shooting first. Stopped by Jonas Johansson. Is it Jonas Johansson? I'm using my imagination for this. They should be showing this on Hockey Night right now. Are you kidding? I know there's a late game they got to get to, but it's 9. Jake Gensel comes in, shot, save by the Buffalo goalie. I want to read your very nice comment there, two putts Shakur. That's a great username. What do we got, Drew? Jack Quinn shooting for Buffalo. Walking in. Scores! Oh, baby. Buffalo winning here would be huge. Tampa would get 1 point on a night where the Leafs get 2. How funny would it be if the Canadians caught the Sens to set up a first-round series with the Leafs? Very funny. The Leafs play who they play. You got to beat the team in front of you. This is going to be a good matchup no matter what. Braden Point for the Lightning. Coming in. Stopped! So if the Sabres score here, they win. And who do we got? We don't know yet. Alex Tuck. Let's see if he can tuck us all in bed. Finish the game with a win for the Sabres. Scores! The Buffalo Sabres win. The Tampa Bay Lightning lose. And the Leafs gain a point, another point on the Lightning tonight. Leafs up 4 points. Both the Leafs and Lightning 6 games left. Panthers, I think, 6 as well. Yeah. Leafs up 6 points on the Panthers, 4 points on the Lightning. They control their own destiny, to say the least. 2-putt Shakur. Hey, Steve, this is the 50-year-old April Fool's Day Kevin in Australia. Yeah, I did a cameo for you recently. Thank you for the fantastic birthday message you took the time to do for me. Thank you to my beautiful wife, Jess, who requested this gift for my party. My mind was blown away as we watched. You made a young-looking 50-year-old feel extra special. Mwah! Cheers to you for that. Thank you. And thank you for the large super chat gift. I don't know what the Australian dollar exchange rate is, but it's in red, which means big in super chat. 2-putt Shakur. And also the economy is like insane, so I don't know what anything is. Thank you. And by the way, hey, that's good advertisement for me. I'm on Cameo right now. I turned it off for a little bit when I was in California on account of I was in California. But if you'd like to get me to wish a happy birthday, if you'd like me to call your buddy a pigeon, happy anniversary, happy whatever, or even just a pep talk. Sometimes people are like, can you just answer a question on this? I'm like, okay. You can order me on Cameo. I think you should. Follow me. I'm delicious. CJ, imagine Florida drops to number 4, Toronto versus Florida. I got to talk about this in the LFR because everyone's talking about it, eh? Imagine the Leafs have to play a good team in the playoffs. They look pretty damn good tonight, though, and I can't wait to make an LFR about that. Can you, Drew? He cannot. So, my friends, thank you for joining the stream tonight. I think it was a very fun one. Anthony Stolars with the shutout. Robertson, after the healthy scratch, 2 goals. Willie, 2 goals. Austin gets 1 too. We saw Benoit risk life and limb. Lorenz got no fight. How many Leaf games have had 2 fights this season? That was a fun one, man. That's a good way to spend a Saturday night. Oh, thank you, Drew. 12:30 tomorrow, 12:30 in the afternoon. Jesse Blake will be doing a stream. Why? The Leafs don't play tomorrow. No, but Alexander Ovechkin does. 12:30, the Washington Capitals play the New York Islanders on Long Island. And Ovechkin can score goal 895, passing Wayne Gretzky for sole possession of the all-time goal-scoring lead. Oh, baby. And link in the description down below. If you're in and around Peterborough and you want to come see us on April 12th, we have tickets to our event, our live podcast at Shoeless Joe's. But my friends, for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. It's okay. You can say shut out now.